watching the Common Fan Podcast with Bryce Tillman. Real sports, real talk. Let's go.
This is an NFL exclusive show for the Common Fan Podcast, specifically for you guys, because we care about you guys here at the Common Fan Podcast. I'm your host, Bryce Tillman. Thank y'all for joining me today. NFL is what we're talking. We are talking the NFL, talking about the wild card games that just happened. We're talking about the coaching changes that are going to take place this year, who's going to be replacements, and then we're going to dive in and talk about the next round of the playoffs. So, interesting stuff. Figured you guys would like it. Got a lot of NFL fans here and nationwide, worldwide sport, right? Everybody loves the NFL. So, it's intriguing to me how many coaches got fired from the NFL this season. We've seen a lot of coaches getting replaced in college football, but it's college football. It typically happens. And you see coaches get fired in the NFL. Sure. But 9 coaches have left out of a 32-team league in the NFL. And here's the list right here. Some happened during season. Some happened right after their season ended. And it's pretty unique to say the least. So Mike McDaniels leaves for the Dolphins. He gets fired. Kevin Stefanski gets fired from the Browns. No shocker there. They always get fired. Every coach is there a coach? I'm sure I've got some Cleveland Brown fans that watch this show. Tell me the last time a coach chose to leave on his own and didn't get fired from Cleveland. I'm interested in that because I honestly do not know. No shame. I want to know that. Pete Carroll fired after his first season at the Las Vegas Raiders. Still weird for me to say that, Las Vegas. Jonathan Gannon, fired from the Cardinals. Callahan, fired from the Titans. Brian DeBall was fired from the Giants. Raheem Morris was fired from Atlanta. And I don't think Raheem Morris is that bad of a coach. I think that franchise needs a major overhaul, and they've done that by electing Matt Ryan to be president there now. But, Carolina Panthers definitely did hire Raheem Morris. I mean, he won them a division. He won them a division when Atlanta went and beat the Saints to end the season, where it was going to a 3-way tie, or would have been a 2-way tie between Carolina and Tampa Bay. Atlanta ended up beating the Saints, and that's how Carolina got into the wild card game. So, now these 8 coaches are sitting here, and they're thinking, yeah, we got one more that's coming in here with us. One of us, right? No. Not happening. Mike Tomlin does lose in a heartbreaker for the Texans against the Texans the other night with Pittsburgh. We'll dive into that game in a second. But then Tomlin comes out and says that he's ready to spend time with his family and wants to go home. So he steps down as a coach. He didn't get fired. He steps down. Now, there is a caveat to that, and I'm sure that most Steeler fans will agree with this, and most knowledgeable fans will agree that Pittsburgh probably didn't push back too hard on that when Tomlin says that he's ready to step down. 19 years. I got blasted by a reel I put out with Harbaugh, being the longest sitting head coach. I was wrong on that. Tomlin was for 19 seasons at Pittsburgh. I think I seen a stat today, somebody might know the specific year, that said that since not the late 60s to Tomlin, there's only been 4 sitting head coaches at Pittsburgh. So really unique situation here. But Tomlin didn't get fired. Tomlin stepped down, or that's how it was worded. Did Pittsburgh drive him out? Did he decide that he was ready to go on his own? Who knows? But they let him walk away, not getting canned, and instead he got to walk out like a man and choose his fate to the public. So Mike Tomlin's out now. Pittsburgh Steelers job's open. Ravens job's open. Titans job. Giants. Falcons. I mean, you name it. We just named all of them. Interesting to see how many NFL coaches are going to get promoted, or coordinators and defense coordinators, offense coordinators, maybe special teams coordinators. Who knows in today's time? College coaches may be moving up the level. There's a lot of vacancy in the NFL. So really unique, crazy situation. Can't wait to see what happens. And then we will be keeping up the latest news right here on the Common Fan Podcast. So, pretty interesting stuff there. What's up, everybody? Time out for a second. Let's take a water break. Please like and subscribe and share our channel to everybody you know. It helps us create more content for you all. It helps spread the word and grows it. And it would surely mean a ton to all of us here at the Common Fan Podcast. Appreciate everything you guys do. Now let's get back to the show. Now, there was several games over the wild card weekend that were pretty nail-biting. Well, like nail-biting games, right? And then there were some of them that really wasn't. And then there were some of them that you thought the team had it in a bag and ended up not. So we'll start out with what I consider the biggest heartbreak of all of it was the Rams found a way to survive at Carolina in the wild card game. Carolina 8-9 when they were going into the game with a losing record, but they won their division. And the NFC South actually had 3 more wins than the NFC East, which is supposed to be the big bad dog of the NFC, right? Well, they had 3 more wins in the conference than them, so check that off your list if you think that. So the Rams survived that game with a 34-31 victory over Carolina. Carolina makes a late at the end. Bryce Young just couldn't find a way to escape the pocket the last drive of the game. And then you got Jimmy Horn Jr., who collapses and drops the ball on 4th and 10. I won't put all the blame on Jimmy Horn here, but that's a routine catch. You got to make those routine catches, and he didn't, and it cost him. So their season's over, but, man, the future is so bright. So bright for the Carolina Panthers. In fact, they believe so. They believe in that so much that Bryce Young got his 5th-year option after the season wound up. That's right. Not typically a surprise, right, to any franchise, but the way that Bryce Young has struggled early in his career and is able to bounce back now and take this team to a wild card game. First time Carolina Panthers been to the playoffs since 2017, and gave him his 5th-year option. So Bryce Young will return, but Matt Stafford, he finds ways to come in clutch. And wins it. And to me, that's the NFL MVP, in my opinion, for the season. Let me know who you think should be the NFL MVP of this season. I'm curious to see what all you think about that. I'm going to pull up his stats right here because Matt Stafford, he went 24 for 42 for 304 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. 1 interception there. His average was 7.2 yards a pass. That was a lot of throws, but he threw for 304 yards. Can't take that away from him. And Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, Puka Nacua, Matthew Stafford, they all collectively rushed for 116 yards on the ground. So a lot of offense in that game for them. That was pretty impressive. To me, Bryce Young went 21 for 40, 264 yards. The team only collectively rushed for 83 yards. And I think it's time that we had this talk about Rico Dowdle. Went on a tremendous hot streak. Rushing, had three back-to-back consecutive 200-yard games, right? Rico Dowdle had 9 yards in that game with 5 carries. 9 yards. Chuba Hubbard had 13 carries on 46 yards. Was not able to get the run game going. And ultimately, you got to assume that that's what cost them, besides from the 3 turnovers they had just in the first half of that game. So, nonetheless, the Rams survive, and they move on. It was a very good game, but I do think that the upside potential for the Carolina Panthers is going to be massive in the next coming years. Know that the city of Charlotte and North Carolina and South Carolina they're ready to give the full support to them and see them bounce back. The Packers against the Bears. Everybody in the country thought that the Green Bay Packers were going to win that game, myself included. They said there's no way. They are waxing Chicago, waxing them. The Bears come back and won 31-27 in the fourth quarter. 31-27. And I think it's time, right? I think it's time that everybody realizes why Caleb Williams went number 1 overall, why he was a Heisman winner. They were leading the Bears. Let me see. Let me look. All right. Start of the fourth quarter, it was 21-6. start of the fourth quarter. 21-6, Green Bay's winning. And the Bears scored 25 points just in the fourth quarter and ended up coming back winning that game. How about that? Y'all want some stats? Let me read the stats to you on this. Check this out. Let's talk about Caleb Williams' stats here. Let's look at it. 24 for 48. So 50% of his passes were complete. 361 yards. 361 yards. The team only rushed for 93 yards. Between Swift, can't even say this guy's name. Washington, number 25, Kyle Managagi. Is that how you say it? Caleb Williams rushed for 20 yards. But they collectively, as a group, only had 93 rushing yards. So, anyway, the Bears won it. Come back and beat them late in the fourth quarter. And did y'all see the pass on the roll where Caleb Williams was jumping, doing a whole split in the air? Back shoulder, that's nothing but arm strength right there. 40-yard bomb. Right, insane. Phenomenal talent. Caleb Williams is really, really turning on. Got Chicago sitting at 11-6 right now. 11-6, so that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, moving along. The Jaguars are going to be serious contenders next year. Mark my words. They will be serious contenders in 2026 and the 2027 postseason. The Jags will be there. Early, not so hot take. Or it should be if you keep up with NFL. Because let me tell you something. They had the Bills on their toes all 4 quarters. All 4 quarters. Final score ended up being the Bills winning by a field goal, 27-24. Josh Allen wins. He comes out on top, as he should. It's really time for Josh Allen to win a Super Bowl. Can they do it this year? I don't think so. But it needs to come because you're not in your prime forever, buddy. You've had multiple chances, and you've choked them away year after year after year. No sweat to Josh Allen. Like the guy, think he's a phenomenal athlete, but he doesn't win the big games. He chokes. He's too hot-headed. He don't know how to stay level, calm. He doesn't know how to win the big games. Josh Allen don't. If he's not careful, this time next year, if the Bills and the Jags meet up again, the Jags are going away. And I think that Trevor Lawrence, I think he can do it. I think he's got the right coach there with him now. I think that this team is jiving. They went 13-4 this year. His first year as head coach there. Phenomenal. But they did come up short nonetheless. So let's talk about a few of the stats for them real quick, and then we'll move right on. Josh Allen went 28 for 35. Josh Allen went 28 for 35 for 273 yards, but only threw 1 touchdown. They only rushed for 79 yards. 79 yards. James Cook had 46 yards. Blows my mind. Trevor Lawrence had 2 interceptions, and I truly believe that's what cost him this game because he throws for 207, 18 for 30. The team collectively, they rushed for 154 yards. Travis Etienne had 67 yards on 10 carries. That's 6.7 yards a carry for y'all that struggle with math a little bit. So, I think the Jags are going to be good. Bills were better. Bills won. They move on. And while we're on this Jaguars subject, I think we need to have a serious talk. What Lynn Jones said to Lee and Cohen in that post-game interview that's getting scrutinized, just demeaned, and just the awful things people are saying about her on social media blows my mind. It blows my mind because more people are not applauding it. This is what the NFL needs. This is what the football sport in general needs. Reporters going in and they're sacrificing their chance to ask questions in a post-game conference to let that lady, let Coach Cohen know to hold your head high. Hold your head high. We're so proud of you out here in Jacksonville. You have nothing to be ashamed for, and they have everybody there has his full support. And let me tell you something. It might not have meant nothing to any of y'all in the public. It meant something to that Jacksonville Jaguars franchise, and it meant something to Liam Cohen. That's facts. That's facts. So get off your high horses if you're one of them just demeaning this lady. Miss Lynn Jones, know her name, respect her for it. Because what I'm seeing on the internet about this is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Since when was it a crime for a reporter to give praise to a head coach? The problem is that it's not a crime. Nobody's ever done it before. She did, and she's went viral for it, but not in a good way. So these be worked up. So if you hear people trying to talk down on it, tell them to look at it from a different perspective. Because I did, which I wasn't talking down on it, but I did. I looked at it from the human side of it. And everybody needs words of encouragement every now and then. Everybody does. So, that being said, Jalen Hurts goes down in the first round wild card. 49ers win 23-19. Close game. Really close game. All the way to the end. 49ers, Christian McCaffrey, they just find a way to win, man. That's what they do. So, great season them. Can't wait to continue watching them. Patriots over the Chargers was only 16-3. Patriots win. I got to be honest. I thought this game was going to be a lot worse. 13-point game. Vegas thought it was going to be less than that, which is shocking. It's not taking anything away from Chargers. Their defense is really good. Offense, meh. But Patriots, I think, are the best team in the NFL right now. I think Drake May is phenomenal. I think he's phenomenal. The Texans and the Steelers. This game, man, was interesting. It was Mike Tomlin's last game as the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. But this was really, really interesting. The final score of this game and to what that ball game really was doesn't correspond. They don't translate right. Because the final score of this game was 30-6. Houston Texans win. But this game was 7-6 start of the fourth quarter. And Texans scored 23 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to win this game. So it almost feels like the Steelers just laid down. So they just laid down and just let them do what they wanted. Texans are 12-5 this year. So pretty good. Pretty good. They were the better team. I mean, that's, Aaron Rodgers. I like Aaron Rodgers, but C.J. Stroud and the boys over in Houston, they were just the better team to me. 21 for 32 for C.J. Stroud, 250 yards through the air. Team rush collectively, Woody Marks and them at 164 yards. 2 rushing touchdowns, and then 1 passing touchdown. It's weird. That was a weird game, but nonetheless, Houston wins. They move on. So, while I get it pulled up, let's just talk about it for a second. Give me, in the comments, your wild take on who you think is going to win the Super Bowl. Because I really want to know. Because I think the Patriots are taking it all the way. I think the Patriots are going to bring the hardware home first time without Brady because Drake May is that dude. He is that dude. So, Saturday, January 17th, is the division round of the playoffs. And you have the Bills and the Broncos. The Bills are 12-5. The Broncos are 14-3. Sean Payton, Bo Nix. Denver's favored -1.5. Sounds right. 45.5 for the over. Sounds right. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Broncos. 49ers and Seahawks face. Seahawks are favored by 7 points. 45.5 as well for the over and under. With the money line for San Francisco at +275. No, I don't think so. I think the 49ers are beating the Seahawks. Seahawks are good. Very good fundamental team. Sam Darnold's playing great. Give me the 49ers, though, man. I just got that feeling. I can't really break it down to you guys and explain it to y'all. I just got this feeling. Texans and the Patriots. Look, I just told y'all my stance on the Patriots. They're favored by 3 on this game. 40.5 is the over and under. Give me the Patriots. This is my favorite game right here of the weekend. The Rams versus the Bears. with the Rams being favored -3.5, with the over and under set at 48.5. Do y'all think the Rams are going to win? I don't. I think the Bears are going to win that game. Because if they can't contain Bryce Young and that offense with just Rico Dowdle, Territory McMillan, who should be Offensive Rookie of the Year, by the way. Y'all go vote for him. He deserves it. They couldn't contain them. They let Carolina score 31 points on them. If you don't think that the Bears can do that with Caleb Williams and them, you wrong, son. You wrong. The Bears are winning that game. I got the Bears beating the Rams. Bookmark it. Come back. Catch me. Rams are going home, and it'll be what it is. So, interesting stuff. Like I said, man, y'all tune in. I just wanted to give y'all a little NFL preview, or not preview, but an NFL exclusive show for y'all. I feel like our fans deserve it here at the Common Fan Podcast. Make sure you send it to all your friends. Make sure you're subscribed. Follow us on Facebook. Our Facebook profile is growing. It's growing. It's blowing up. It's because of y'all. So make sure you tune in. Keep it coming. We're going to continue to do this all the way throughout the Super Bowl. And then we'll talk about transfer portal stuff in college football, college baseball, college basketball. We're going to talk about free agency, NFL, new coaching hires, all that right here on the Common Fan Podcast. We'll see y'all next time. Thank y'all for tuning in.
You've been listening to the Common Fan. See y'all next time. Same tailgate.